Peloso. Good to see him get back in the scoring column. And the goaltender, Brandon McDonald, got the win last night. Also, back in the lineup for the Wildcats was Calvin Moise. He missed the last game, our last broadcast against Kimball Union, which Mike brought to you. And he was back in the lineup healthy last night. Had a couple of assists, so good to have him back in the lineup and scoring as well. One big loss this evening for the Vermont Academy Wildcats is Rob Ferreira. Ferreira is the team's leading goal scorer with 9 goals and third in scoring with 15 points. However, in yesterday's contest against Pingree, he suffered a lower body injury and he's going to be out for the foreseeable future. So that's going to shake up the lines here today. And we're going to see some different combinations. One unit is expected to feature John Condop, number 8, the aforementioned John Peloso, number 19, and Mason Cipriano, number 10. Another unit, Nick Rashovsky, number 15, along with Nate Smith, 17, and Calvin Moise, 24. And Hunter Krasnow, number 21, will center Steve Heppensteel. And also moving up for the Wildcats from his defensive position will be Yoni Gijis. And Yoni is normally a defenseman, and he's going to play up. And talking to Coach, you heard it before the game in Mike's interview, the coach thought Yoni brought a physical presence to the lineup, to the forwards, and that's helped because Vermont Academy is struggling against physical teams. That's one area they need to improve on. Again, it's good to see them get back in the scoring column last night with 5 goals after being shut out twice prior. Tilton Academy comes in here on a slight skid of their own. They're 7-6-1. They've lost their last 3 games, having been outscored 20-7 in those games. So they're looking to right the ship as well. Vermont Academy, 10-5-3. They're number 1 in the league standings in the Lakes region, 4-1-1. Tilton currently 5th at 1-2-1 in league play. Top 4 make the playoffs. This is the big one. And they drop the puck, and we are underway. And it is the Condop, Peloso, Cipriano line starting it off for your Vermont Academy Wildcats. Tilton in the visiting white, Vermont Academy in the home orange. Dylan Regan, the starting goal for Vermont Academy. And Sean Keegan's in goal for Tilton at the other end. Play in the Wildcat zone. Cipriano was looking to make a play, and now it's Peloso. Peloso had it taken off his stick by Braden Haley. Got to go for icing against the Wildcats. Dylan Regan, in the last 2 games he's played, were both shutouts against Vermont Academy. Dylan has made 77 saves in the last 2 games. So he has not been the reason they have lost. The offense was sputtering. Again, they got back on track a little last night despite the loss of Ferreira, and hoping to continue it here this afternoon in this one. That's Metsole, number 9 in orange. Carried out by Rashovsky, broken up. Play along the far boards. Referee got in the way of that one. The Rams looking to make a play in front. That was Ryan Moran going to the net. Here come the Rams over the line. Shot deflected, and the faceoff will stay low in the Vermont Academy zone. The loss of Ferreira again mixes up lines, and really it throws off a few lines that have been together that generally I like to refer to. Cipriano, Krasnow, and Heppensteel were together. They're all from Connecticut, and I like to refer to them as the con artists because they're all from Connecticut, and they are quite the artists on the ice. There's very good hockey players on this team. They're all able to contribute in different ways, and their artistry on the ice, that's an appropriate line name for them once they get back together. And Ione, that one deflected, and again tipped. It'll stay low. That goes into the netting over the glass. With Ione moving up, he and Matsole are normally paired together in the pair of fins. Normally one of the defensive pairs, and that is usually a fantastic combination for the Wildcats. However, again, broken up, but Ione's adding another component up front in the physical play. Regan keeps it out of the net there as the puck bounced in the crease. Bouncing puck again, knocked down. Regan tried to come out and play it. Nice look across, trying to catch the Rams on a change. Picked up by Lockhart. Good pass ahead. Haley drops, shot blocked. Kept deep by Lockhart, the Braintree Mass native. The net off its moorings. And that's one thing in one of our last broadcasts that was controversial against Kimball Union. Kimball Union won 3-0. It was scoreless going into the third. And their first goal that they scored on Regan, the goaltender was hit and the net came off. The official determined the puck was in the net before the net came off, and that the Vermont player hit Kimball Union's player into Regan. Thus the goal was to stand. Clearly the Wildcats did not agree, but their opinion in that case did not matter. And Kimball Union would go on to win that game 3-0. Cipriano hit it center. Here's Moretta, number 8. One of the players to watch, as Maiscalco mentioned in the pregame for us. He had to come back and regain the line. Moretta, the center and the captain, I should say, for the Rams squad. Weitzman. Shot blocked by Blake McDonald. Checked into the wall was Cipriano. That's Condom. He's the team leader in 21 points, 7 goals, 14 helpers. And sent back in as here's the Rams looking to make a play. Again, offsides on the play is Ryan Moran. 14 minutes, 1 second to play here in period number 1. Dean Cornelio with you here from Vermont Academy. Justin Cowett, Steph Del Bono doing the technical work for us today. We appreciate all their work. Backhanded in by Justin Greenberg. Pass just out of the reach of Heppensteel and played back to the Vermont Academy line, McDonald. Blake gives a look. Pass intended for Nate Smith. Here's McDonald again. He'll carry it up. Reaches the line and dumps in. Giving chase to Smith. Throws a hit. And that one is sent wide by Heppensteel. Off of McDonald. McElhaney, 20 in there for Tilton. 3 guys up high for the Rams. Could have played the puck back. They didn't. McElhaney tries to center. Heppensteel will play it behind his net. Steven reaches the line and dumps in, allows his team to change up. Cipriano, one-touch pass intended for Conda, broken up. Slapper wide. Good opportunity there by Braden Haley. Kept in at the point by Gagnon. Here's Conduct. D to D go the Rams. Send in on Regan. He'll leave it for his defense, and now he'll cover as little miscommunication there, and Gerard Moretta skating in. So Regan didn't leave him any rubber to put on to shoot at him. So 12:05 to play here in the first. Still scoreless. Tilton School reached the Lakes Regional. They reached the Lakes Regional Championship game last year and lost in the final of that one to Proctor Academy. Fanning on it was Ty Lee. Yoni Gias there, number 5, again playing a forward spot. McDonald. Rashofsky carrying in 15 in orange. Nick has 7 goals, 15 points. Tied amongst the leaders on the team. Look for him to make an impact, as Mike Maiscalco told us in the opening. Trying to get that offense rolling, but got some different line combinations today, so. Sent back in by Dahlquist. Dahlquist is from Valencia, California. Sent across. Oh, it was intended for Heppensteel by Nate Smith. Good idea, then sent back in by McDonald. Two on two for the Rams. That's Moretta shooting, and Regan will make the stop. Routine save there for goaltender who's been nothing but solid all season. Again, Vermont Academy with its record of 10-5-3. They already surpassed their win total from 2 years ago. In 15-16, they were 9-23-4. Last year, 15-18-3, and they're quickly racking up the win total. I know it's been a very good season so far for them. To the point, winding, slapping. Never reached the net. Cipriano. That hit the skate with Condom. Cipriano will try again. Flips it. He's knocked down. Completes the pass, though. Peloso. Spirited Tilton bench down below us. That's Dan Thought, and that's icing against the Tilton Rams. Both these teams got off to hot starts. Vermont Academy was 6-0-1 at one point. Tilton 4-0-1 in their first 5 games, and then they've kind of come back to reality a little bit. But again, Tilton on a 3-game slide. Vermont winning last night and breaking their scoring drought that spanned more than 2 games. Gias sends across. It's broken up. Here's Gias. To the point, Lockhart will shoot. Blocked. Here's Kevin Quirk. Quirk wearing number 4. And Quirk, he scored the game-winning goal in a 6-2 win against North Yarmouth back on January 6th, did Quirk. There was a 5-goal third-period outburst by this Vermont team. They trailed 2-1 after 2, scored 5 in the third period. Turnover, and they never got the shot on goal. Carrying it up is Calvin Moyce. Looking to make a play. Drops it for McDonald. Moyce certainly has the size. And again, good to see him healthy. And we wish the same for Ferreira for a speedy recovery. Officials shouting to move the puck. 3 or 4 Wildcats there in the area. Glove down to themselves and called a hand pass as it was played by Cam Weitzman. 8 minutes, 7 seconds to play, first period. Tilton and Vermont Academy scoreless thus far. This is the first of 2 meetings between these teams. They'll meet again at Tilton on February 21st. Condup will take the face-off for Vermont. They'll do it again. Tilton will take the extra whistle to change up. Coach shouting at his team to change up. Wildcats control the draw. Condup with a pass across and dumped in. The Wildcats will dump and chase here. Pelosa couldn't keep control. Here's Quirk. Quirk has 2 goals from the blue line thus far this season. Cipriano over the line. Cipriano cuts wide. Mason plays it in front, and it was sticked aside by the goaltender Keegan. That shot just wide. Sounded like it hit the side of the net. And out comes Moretta. Moretta carries the right wing side and sends it wide of the net. Pass intended for Shostet. That's Mitsole. Mitsole dumps in, runs into the official, Rashofsky. The linesman tells Mitsole to take it easy on his partner. That'll go for icing against Vermont Academy. And the faceoff will come back into the Tilton zone. Should mention while we have a moment, the Vermont Academy girls hockey team, varsity team, is 17-0-1 at this juncture of the season for themselves. So having a best season in history. So good for them. They've had a couple from the Czech Republic who are back playing for their national team, apparently, from what I'm told. That shot blocked. Rashofsky was in the slot. Here comes Lee. Ty Lee puts it on goal. Stick save. Lee again drops it. That's Moran to the point. Hit a player in front. Oh, and good opportunity. I think that was Weitzman. Regan made the stop. Again, the Wildcats, they're getting their scoring chances. They just haven't been finishing them of late, and we hope for their case that that problem was solved with a 5-goal contest last night. But this is a quick turnaround for them. That's another point. We'll see how they hold up as the game progresses. They didn't get in last night till after 12:30 a.m. and they got an afternoon game here today. So it's a quick turnaround from playing last evening. Turning around and trying to put a wrister on. That was blocked. Opportunity by Weitzman. And dumped the other way by Nate Smith for the Wildcats. Flip to the line. And the players all looking at the linesman. wondering why the whistle is. There would have been a delayed offside, but the puck never made it into the zone. Conda, Peloso, Cipriano, Mitsole, and Girard. The 5-man unit for the Wildcats. Girard will dump it in off the face-off win for the Wildcats. Cipriano. That pass broken up. Here comes Moreno with the shot, stick save, rebound, comes right out in front. And runs into Regan, and the net comes off. Tilton coach pleased with the effort. Wanting to see more of that, as he's pleased watching his players go to the net hard like Brendan Shostat just did. Junior. But Shostat caused the net to come off its mooring, so the faceoff will come outside the Wildcats zone. McElhaney wins it for the Rams, dumped in. Rams with it, and it rolls in on Regan. McElhaney, it rolled off his stick. He's just a sophomore. He's another one from California. The Rams with a fair share of their players from California. Looks like about 7 come from the West Coast. Flip pass from Moise. Moise against Gagnon. Gagnon gets there, loses his footing. Moise tries to dump it back down into the corner, allowing Gagnon to regain it. Gagnon will send in. And shot set in front by Greenberg. No icing. Moise calling for it. Pass was there, but defenseman got in the way. That shot blocked and taken by Justin Greenberg. Rams will change up. Here's Girard. For Heppensteel to the Rams line. Krasnow will send in. Krasnow. Guilford, Connecticut native, 5 goals, 9 points on the season. Krasnow wearing number 21. Ida thought about shooting it, then lost it and dumped it around behind the net. Here's a shot. That was deflected wide of the net. Heppensteel. Keegans will come out and leave it. Here's a chance, and Cipriano fanned on it. Krasnow dumped it to him in the high slot. The other way, it's the Rams. That goes off of Quirk and get the whistle into the netting. .303 to play. Here in period 1, no score thus far. That one's sent over the cage by Brendan Shostat. Here's Cipriano. Wildcats, 3 men in, looking in front, intended for Peloso. Keegan's got a stick on it. Peloso, nice pass across, score! Mason Cipriano finishes the play. A nice passing play between the new unit and Cipriano finishes it off. We'll look at the replay here. As you see there, nice pass, and he saw Cipriano on the back door, and he's able to bury it. So Cipriano from Peloso and Condub gets his team on the board first. With 2.5 to go here in the first period. And again, the net comes off as a couple players go hard into the cage. So good to see them with a little chemistry. Condub, Peloso, and Cipriano normally all play on separate lines, but with them together this afternoon, they look pretty natural there. From the left point, the shot right on Regan. The glove save on Gabe Gagnon's shot. Gagnon, a senior from Quebec City. The Wildcats gain possession. That's behind Moise, and that will go for icing against the Wildcats. Vermont has outscored its opponents 57-41 in their 18 games. Tilton an even 40 goals for, 40 goals against in the 14 they have played coming into play this afternoon. That's McDonald. Here's Rashofsky. And that shot gloved, played into the corner. The officials having some trouble staying on their feet today between hits and tripped over blue lines and such. Here's a chance off the post by Rashofsky and a hooking penalty. So Rashofsky there. So with 1:28 to go in the period, we got a hooking penalty to Jake Ida, putting the Wildcats on the power play. Rashofsky's line will remain out here to start the man advantage situation. And we get the whistle as it goes into the netting, and then the bench, the Tilton bench right below us. Rams have it, can't clear. At the point is Peloso. Across, McDonald. And Blake will have to come out to neutral ice as that was played out by Tilton. A minute to go in the first period. There's a chance. Peloso. And that goes off of Moise into the Tilton bench. 51.4 to play. Peloso couldn't get a good shot off there. Faceoff will come at center. Rashofsky tried to win it over to Moise. Cats trying to get a late rush here. That's Rashofsky. Rashofsky had it poked off his stick and cleared by Shostet. Regan leaves it for his defense. Well, that's Moise. Final 20 of the first period. And sent back down. 10 to go. Don't know if they're going to get a late rush here, but 7 seconds, 6 and 5. Can they get a last shot off? Time's going to run out on the Wildcats. 33 seconds remain on the power play to start the second period. So this game sponsored by Wooter Apparel, the leading provider of fully customized team uniforms and apparel, empowering teams and athletes around the world with quality uniforms and unbeatable prices. Visit wooterapparel.com for more information. So that's going to do it for the first period. Pretty evenly played period. Again, Vermont trying to get used to their lines with a couple injuries and players out. And it would be the one unit that's been put together, striking late in the period with 2.5 to go, as Mason Cipriano finished off a play with assists from Condub and Peloso for the lone tally of the period. And that is where we stand after one. So, after one period of play, Vermont Academy 1, Tilton School Rams no score. We'll be back with the second in a moment. Minutes left is where we stand right now, 1-0. Neither team with many quality chances. Each has had chances, but in terms of quality chances, not many on either side. And Vermont Academy clearly adjusting to some of the new line combinations due to missing Ferreira, due to putting Yoni up front, and there's still some adjustment going on for Vermont Academy, but Cipriano's goal certainly helps that with that line between himself, Peloso, and Condub. So we are back. Second period underway. Wildcats going from left to right. We appreciate you all watching us at home on Meritix. And after the game, it's also available from here and abroad, Finland, Canada, and across. We appreciate you watching us and checking out this Lakes Region action. Again, a key early league game. Vermont Academy in first place in the league currently. Hit there. That's one thing Vermont wants to do, is establish more of a physical presence. Moise's shot blockered away by Keegan's, and trying to hang behind the defense there was Tilton. That shot blocked. Vermont Academy not able to convert in their first power play of the night. And that one rolls in on Regan. James Cates, the shot there. He's one of the 7 I mentioned from California. He's specifically from Anaheim. Vermont Academy, coached by Chris Davidson, Travis Army, George Stetson, the assistants. Tilton head coach Brooks McQuaid and his assistant Sean Doherty. The Rams shoot it wide. I don't think Regan had a chance to see that at all. Moretta, a quick shot, good idea, just couldn't get it on goal. Nice pass up. Oh, and looking for a redirect as it came out to Moretta. He was looking for Weitzman to tip it home. Some early play here by Tilton in the Vermont zone. And that's intercepted. Looking again for Weitzman. That time it was Lockhart with the play, smartly stepping up and creating an opportunity for the Rams. Here come the Cats. That's Heppensteel, centering. Three on two. And a nice back check by Krasnow to not allow a shot opportunity, as the Tilton player didn't know Krasnow was coming. Little miscommunication there. Vermont changing up though. No icing, that was tipped. Matsole. Hit along the wall. Poke check. Matsole smartly sent it the other way. And a backhand pass. It was Cipriano trying to get it to Peloso. Dumped in by Ida. Gerard. Off of Gerard's glove. And skating it out is the lone goal scorer of the night so far, Cipriano. He dumps in wide. Trying to chase it down, taken away from Keegan's, gets some help. Honda trying to play it back down to Cipriano. It bounces past McDonald. McDonald lifts the stick, still taken away, and a centering pass by Sjostet. To the line, not out. Tates. Work, and out come the Wildcats. Peloso, I think he got hit in the hand potentially. He was shaking his hand a little bit over at the blue line. Not sure if he got a stick in there or something, but here's Peloso, sending it deep. Looks to be okay coming off the ice. Send wide to Regan. Nice look across. Intended for Gies. Sent back in by Greenberg for Tilton. Moretta with a check and sent in on Regan. He'll have to take the old bouncer right in front of him, and he gloves it. The faceoff will come to his left with 13 minutes, 13 seconds to play in period number 2. Dean Cornelio, Justin Coet, Steph Del Bono with you here from Vermont Academy. The Wildcats lead the Rams 1-0 on a late first period goal by Mason Cipriano. Here's Lockhart. Off the skate, backhanded in by Cam Ryan. And player down for the Wildcats as Ryan threw a check behind the net. He's okay, skating off under his own power. That's number 18, Carl-Antoine Gerard. Penalty is coming up on the play to Cam Ryan. So the officials concur, and they've determined a 5-minute boarding major to Cam Ryan coming up here on that hit behind the net. Fortunately for the Wildcats, Gerard, senior defenseman from Sherbrooke, Quebec, skated off under his own power, but the hit was determined to be a boarding major. Explanation to the coaches. They discuss it, and onward they go. 5-minute power play for Vermont Academy. Key point of the game, get their offense going here. McDonald, nice look across, getting a stick in the way of it was number 23, Haley. Haley off the glass. They were open. He was going to spring Ryan Waring there. You could hear the proverbial groan on the bench. They wanted a shorthanded chance, but they cleared the zone anyway to kill some more time. Here comes Moise. Moise dropping it. McDonald. It's Condub. Moise. Condub, quick shot. Kept in. That's Peloso. And Peloso had it played away from him and cleared by Dahlquist. A good play by the Tilton defenseman. And they send it all the way down. Shostet. Here's Calvin Moise. Moise. He's from Quebec as well. Reaches the line, dumps in. Cipriano. It's Nate Smith to the point. Shot blocked. Cipriano. He had Krasnow in front. Glove down. Played deep. Smartly by Metsole. Could be a 2-on-1 shorthanded chance for Tilton. Shostet takes the shot, and Regan, the stop there. Shostet banks a stick in frustration. Wanted a better opportunity for himself, but the Rams so far doing a pretty good job on the penalty kill. 3 minutes, 7 seconds left of uninterrupted power play time as Cam Ryan is off for a 5-minute major for boarding. 11:03 to play here in period 2. Moise. Normally a forward, playing back, now carrying up. Tripped up, offsides. Moise was looking for a call there, but wouldn't get any help from the stripes. Rashofsky wins it back to Moise and sent in by Condub. Condub, Peloso, Rashofsky, Moise, and McDonald, the power play unit. Oh, he tried to get it over to Condub. Hit a Tilton skate. Down low. Played in front, coming in, shooting! Oh, great opportunity from the hash marks. That was Peloso. Keegan's with the stop. Walking in, dropping, top the circle. Player goes down. Vermont Academy continues to move the puck. Moise. Nice cycling here by the Wildcats. Condub down low. They got to get some shots on goal. Under 2 minutes left on the power play. Peloso comes out of the scrum with it. Peloso has a man at the point. Gets it up top, Moise. Still in by McDonald. Keegan's played it aside. Coming out shooting. And we have a delayed penalty coming up on Tilton. And roughing the call on Braden Haley. So Haley's off. 5-on-3 for 1 minute 27 seconds. Golden opportunity here for the Wildcats. They got to give themselves some insurance here. It remains 1-0. They've had a 5-minute power play, 3.5 of it, which they've not been successful with. Now a 5-on-3 for another 1:20. Little urgency here would be good. Rashofsky cutting wide, stops. Plenty of time to set up. McDonald. Peloso shooting, glove high. Condub, now Moise. McDonald. Calvin Moise shoots it. He had Condub going through the crease. One-timer there, right on, and the goaltender Keegan saw it all the way. With a 5-on-3, you got to get more traffic in front. You got to block his vision a little bit. 38 seconds left on the 5-on-3. 8:34 to go, period 2. Brashovsky, now Moise off the face-off win. Peloso. Back up top, Peloso. One-timer Moise. Deflected wide. Moise. And a good stop there by Keegans. That shot from the left wing side by Nick Brashovsky. Peloso playing quarterback up top. Only 10 seconds left on the 5-on-3. 43 seconds overall, the man advantage situation. Condub, Peloso. Condub trying to walk in. Peloso shooting. Glove by Keegans, and they get one man back. 5-on-4 for another 32 seconds. Vermont still a little frustrated. Heads are hanging a little bit after that, not scoring. The 5-on-3. Smith, Krasnow, Cipriano, Metsole, and Gerard for the Wildcats. And it comes out to center. Gerard, again, he was the one that was boarded as part of the 5 minutes. He's back out there, though, so that's good to see. And they get a stick in the way, and that is pretty much going to do it on the 5-minute power play, part of which was a 5-on-3. Vermont Academy not able to come away with anything. Krasnow. Here's Metsole. They are back to full strength, are the Rams. Now a late rush here. Krasnow to the point, shooting, blocked. Tilton's done a very good job getting in the passing lanes, blocking shots, and allowing their goaltender to see everything. On the power play especially, Vermont certainly moving the puck around nicely, and the shots, they had some quality shots, but nobody really in front of the net. At times, one guy, but not enough to screen Keegans. That shot hit a Vermont player on its way to the net. Cipriano lifts the stick. Quirk goes down into the wall. He's slow to get up at the other end. We hope he's all right. He's up now. Here's Brashovsky and Tilton the other way. Shot block, rebound, shot wide. Both opportunities by 28, Grant Sikic. 2-on-2. Brashovsky, the shot, stick save, Keegans, and he holds on. The Tilton bench yelling at the extra shot after, but here's the reality. Keegans was outside of his crease, and they want him to drop him. They want him to hit him after the whistle. That's all well and good. The whistle hadn't gone yet before he got the extra stick in there. Play up to the boards and up to the point, kept in. Cipriano tries to get a shot off, and that will go for icing against Tilton. So the faceoff comes back into the Ram zone. 5.5 to play here in the second. So we'll see how, when we look back at this one, how much not scoring on that 5-minute power play hurts Vermont Academy. And again, they had a minute and a half of 5-on-3. High off the boards, 1-on-1 here. Shot, a stick save by Regan on Cam Ryan. Ryan had to serve the 5 minutes. Krasnow, nice pass into the middle, and they score! Nice passing play, Nate Smith finishes it off. And so Smith from Krasnow, with 5 minutes and 1 second to go in the second period. Here's another look. And right, we saw the end of it there. The pass came from Krasnow into the middle. And a good finish by Nate Smith. His second goal of the season. And Nate gives Vermont a 2-0 lead. That goal's big because when you don't score in a 5-on-3 and a 5-minute 5-on-4, could certainly be deflating, but getting one back a few minutes later, or getting one period a few minutes later, give them a 2-goal cushion, again, could make a big difference. And that one bounces over the stick of Greenberg. So that'll be icing against the Wildcats. Cipriano and Smith so far for the Cats. 4:22 to go, second period. 2-0 Vermont Academy. Still in. And Ron able to get it to neutral ice. Little flip pass. Oh, a chance for Moise. Couldn't get it on goal. He is also in there. The defenseman turned forward. He has it now. Cork, the puck rides the dasher there. Don't see that very often. Cork drops it, a little miscommunication. Tilton picks up the loose puck. Center shot right on Regan. Covers the post. Good opportunity there. I think it was Ryan Moran. Excuse me, that is Cam Weitzman. So Weitzman with the opportunity on the turnover. Saw that a little bit in the Kimball Union game where they had some late turnovers in a 1-0 game, turned it over in front of their net, and Kimball Union ended up securing a 3-0 victory in that manner. They got to be a little bit more cognizant in front of their own net and deep in their own zone. Condup carrying 3-on-2. Condup. Shot blocked. Keegans will send it all the way down and he'll take the icing for Tilton. That would have been a pretty good shot if there was no goalie the other end. Granted, it was wide, but he had quite a clear on that one, did Keegans. On any empty net opportunity, he ought to give himself a chance to get a goal with a shot like that. Cats control, gloved by Keegans. Stephen Eppen steal the shot there. Eppen steal off the face-off win from Nate Smith. Smith wins it to Krasnow. Those two hooked up on the last goal. The other way, here comes Waring. Waring shoots, a stick save by Regan. Waring, and that pass intercepted by Krasnow. Look out, the official nearly got knocked over, getting crossed up, and a couple of Vermont and Tilton players in that exchange. Waring carries in, stops, dumps it deep. The Rams keep the play in the Wildcat zone. 2 minutes to play, second period. Dean Cornelio, Justin Cowett, Steph Del Bono with you here. Shot right on, and no, went wide. Great opportunity and a great save by Regan. The shot by Moretta. Moretta from Monroe Township, New Jersey. Moretta couldn't ask for a better spot to shoot that from. Along the slot, and Regan, as he has done so often this season, closed the door. And on that one as well, from the right point drive, again, by Mr. Moretta. Minute and a half to go, second period. Here comes Moise. Moise shoots, rebound is there, and put it in the corner by Lockhart. Good alert play by Lockhart. Rashofsky leaves it for Moise. Moise centered, loose puck, and both teams exchanging pleasantries. There's that physical play that Coach Army was talking about by Yoni Gias, right there in front. There's a big body in front of the opposing net, and he's not easy to move. So matching penalties here with 1:02 left in the period. So they'll play 4-on-4. Didn't see the exact calls, but from that physical play in front of the net, the officials took two, one from each side. Under a minute to play here in the second. Here comes Condom, right side. Condom shoots, scores! Condom keeps the shot low and beats Keegan's. And Condom makes it 3-0 with 48 seconds to go. Take another look as Condom brought it in. From center, he made a nice move here as the defenseman gave him the space and he beat him low. Regan the save on that one on Moretta. That was smart by Condom to wait out the defense, and the defenseman took himself out of the play, and Condom did not miss his spot with 48 seconds left. So not scoring on that 5-minute man advantage has not hurt Vermont Academy as we thought it might. Condom. It's his 8th of the season. Again, he does some work there on that right wing side. Another stick save there by Keegan's. A late chance with 15 seconds left for Tilton. Moretta will take the shot. Oh, Regan made the save, and it trickled out the other way into the corner. Final 5 seconds. Player knocked down, they hold the puck, and that will do it here in the second period. Again, this game sponsored by Wooter Apparel, a leading provider of fully customizable team uniforms and apparel, empowering teams and athletes around the world with quality uniforms and unbeatable prices. Visit wooterapparel.com for more information. So, quick recap of that one. Again, Vermont Academy given an early 5-minute power play that was 5-on-3 for a minute and a half. They did not score on it. We're concerned how that might affect them, but it didn't, as they came back soon after and got goals from Nate Smith with 5 minutes to play in the period, and this late one here by Condub with 48 seconds left in the second to make it where we stand right now at 3-0. So that'll do it for the second. We'll be back with the third in just a few moments. And just again, a quick game summary. That second period really focused on a couple things. The Wildcats had a 5-minute power play, and a minute and a half of which was a 5-on-3. And credit to Tilton for a huge penalty kill and keeping it 1-0 at the time. However, something I talked about from the beginning, as you saw with Vermont Academy adjusting their lines, they did finally find a bit of a rhythm. They didn't let not scoring on that 5-minute power play deflate them, and instead they turned around and got a couple goals after in the last 5 minutes. Goals by Nate Smith and Condub, and that's where we stand right now at 3-0 on the Tilton side of things. They're just being encouraged, keep their heads up. Anything can happen here. We're going to get some bounces. You could hear them in there. You know, that was the message from the locker room for Tilton. So that's what they're looking to do. And there's a good work there by Tilton and a good opportunity on Regan quickly in the first few seconds by Moretta. Moretta's been all over the place for Tilton. Here's a shot through screen, and Moran the shot, Regan the good stop. Regan thought about playing it, left her for his defense. Big hit there. Condub. He was knocked down, still able to get it in the zone though and go off for a line change. McDonald. Here's Metsole. Metsole had it taken away from him. 2-on-2. And in front, there's a good opportunity. Sikic trying to crash the net and poke it in. He just couldn't get a stick on it. Here's a chance. Regan the save. That was Shostet. And Regan again with the answer in the opening couple minutes here in the third period. Shots in the second period favored Vermont 12-9. In the first period, it was Tilton with an 11-2 advantage. Regan the save there, and again, he grabs it, holds on. So the shots through two were 20-14, favoring the Rams. But the scoreboard shows 3-0 Wildcats. Rams already with a couple more shots this period. Here come the Cats. Krasnow plays it to the corner. In front, tipped. That was Nate Smith. Or excuse me, Heppensteel. Off the wall. Here's Smith. Krasnow. Vermont's still mixing up some lines. This is not the unit that started together. That shot wide, may have ticked off the glove of Keegan's. Sent deep by John Peloso, 19, in the orange there. That shot, Regan the save. Rebound try, Regan again. The stop. 2 opportunities by James Cates. And another one in front. Shot wide by Lockhart. Tilton's had the better of the play here in the first 3-4 minutes of the third period. A delayed penalty coming up on Vermont Academy. Slapper blocked by Cipriano, and he felt that one. They might have got that right in either the wrist or the elbow. But he blocked it, and you could hear him. So this is the first power play of the game for Tilton, coming in the third period at the 3:03 mark. Hooking minor to Blake McDonald, who's been a solid presence on the back end tonight for Vermont Academy. Played well on the defensive zone. Loretta to the point, working it around. Nice idea by the Rams, but broken up. Moise plays it to himself, shoots, scores! Moise, glove side high, and a shorthanded goal for Moise. Here's another look at it. It's a 2-on-2 rush. Moise went to his forehand, beat the goalie going across, and Keegan's went down early. So Moise, the shorty, makes it 4-0. Moise again an assist last night, goal here today, so good to see him picking things back up where he left off. And that hurts. You know, that's tough on Tilton. Tilton had a good start to this period. They were in the Vermont Academy zones, some good quality attack zone time. Have a power play here to try and get themselves on the board, and instead a 2-on-2 rush turns into a Moise goal for the Vermont Academy Wildcats, and it's 4-0. Still 35 seconds left on the power play for Tilton. Cates will shoot a stick save. Regan kept in. Cam Ryan. Lockhart couldn't control, 2-on-1 the other way. Still a short-handed chance. Condub. And that was blocked by Dan Tonta, California native. San Clemente, good play by him. And a hand pass. So Condub tried to make a pass on that play. Nearly ended up in the Tilton net. Keegan's came out, and it was, the puck was tied up in the defenseman's jersey or equipment, and then went to the side of the net. 12 minutes, 48 seconds to play a third period. Wildcats 4, Rams no score. Peloso held up, played back in by Blake McDonald. Gagnon, Smith, a good play. Smith, here's Krasnow. So Smith, Krasnow, and Heppen Steele, the unit now. Heppen Steele. Greenberg. That's Krasnow. To the point. Shot blocked. Another opportunity wide. That was McDonald. And played out. Dumped back in by Quirk. Moretta right into the slot area again. Moretta had a golden opportunity the second period that Regan denied him on. And now Moretta again, this time higher in the slot. Couldn't get it on goal. Lockhart. He'll dump it in, but we get the whistle went out of play, so the faceoff will come outside the zone with 11:01 to play here in the third period. We are live from the Chook in Saxtons River, Vermont. Dean Cornelio, Justin Coetz, Steph Del Bono with you here. Vermont Academy, Lakes Region Hockey. Vermont Academy trying to remain in first place in the league. They have a 4-0 edge right now. Bouncing puck picked up by Gies, penalty for interference to Vermont. Looks like Quirk, maybe? Quirk for interference. 10:42 on the clock. Tilton will try and get one back here last time and then up in their own net, a shorthanded goal by Moise. Mr. Keegans has had a tough game in net for Tilton. A couple goals he would want back. Pass across right in front. Regan got a piece of it, and it went right back through legs, through the skates of a Tilton player. Ram still with it. McDonald holding up 21. Shostet. Also in there, Moretta. Moretta against McDonald. Played down low. They got a man back door. They shoot. They score! Ty Lee puts it home. A power play goal. So Ty Lee, look at, they were able to keep it in down low. And look at Lee on the back door. He didn't make any mistake and beats Regan for the goal there. So power play goal, and Tilton's on the board with 9:34 to go. Lee is from Seoul, Korea, playing here for Tilton. Face off outside. Lee, good for him, he's just a sophomore. He had some interesting warm-ups before the game in terms of stretches and maneuvers to get himself loose for this one. So interesting watching him down there go through his regimen that he does. Wrister, Regan got a stick on it. That's Smith. Quirk will dump it in. Line goes for a change. Peloso loses the puck. Peloso with a hit up high. He's got to be careful. That was a frustration play up there. He didn't get called, but nice save by Regan. Rebound just wide. Regan, a great save on the first one, and Lockhart just put it wide of the net. Off of Peloso, Vermont would have been offsides. Regan, that one is knocked down by Cates. Gerard kept it at the point, slapper, wide. Regan reacting late. Gagnon with that bullet from the left point. Walking in, putting it on goal. Another penalty coming up to Vermont. Greenberg, wide of the net, nets off its moorings, nets off its moorings. They blow the whistle and a period after not having won the entire game. And quickly Vermont Academy clears the zone. That was Quirk. Cutting wide, now trying to feather it into the middle for Showstep. Tripped up. Now up top, Ida. Good puck movement here by Tilton. They've done a good job controlling the play when they've had the man advantage. Ida looks over, the face-off dot, shot, missed. Ty Lee again in the same spot he was when he scored on the back door earlier on the power play. Getting some good time for a sophomore is Lee. Here's Ida. Leaving it for the captain, Moretta. Moretta takes the shot. He made a nice move to get around Gies. And then couldn't put it on goal though. A penalty coming up here on Tilton. Obviously the bench doesn't agree, tripping with 5:32 left. Penalty to Jake Ida. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 35 seconds. And then Vermont will go back to the man advantage. Barring any further calls, of course. Down to 5:32 to play in the third. They had McElhaney here sneaking behind the Vermont D. McElhaney there. Couldn't get the shot on goal. number 20 in white. Here's Moise. Moise, who has the latest Vermont goal, a shorty on the last Tilton power play. Played off the boards. Gagnon giving chase. In front, McElhaney the shot. Regan the save. Power play time now for Vermont Academy. Here's Metsole leaving it. McDonald, 2 defensemen. McDonald put it on goal. Pass in front for Moise. Honda. And that's cleared. Rashofsky, and that is icing on Vermont. They never reached the red line, the center stripe, and icing the call here. One person we haven't seen, or I haven't seen since he got hurt, is Mason Cipriano. He blocked that shot earlier in the period, and he went off. He got it in the wrist or forearm, and haven't seen him since, so that's not a good sign there. We hope he's all right. They're already dealing with a lower body injury to Ferreira. They'll need another forward out. Peloso. Peloso has Conda. Peloso. Moise. Moise gives a look. Calvin. A few moves, still with it. And the penalty time's over. Back to full strength. That's Gerard, and Regan will cover it as Gerard was being pursued by Brendan Showstead. 3:18 to play in the third. Play at center. There's a chance and deflected wide. Backhander right on Regan the stop. Winding, faking, and the pass came over and out of the zone. They go D to D. And sent in by Lockhart. Final 2:45 of the third. Wildcats holding on to a 4-1 lead. Shot wide. That's Cam Ryan. And it goes over the glass for the whistle. So looking, oh, Mason Cipriano back out there now. That's good. Just as I say that, of course, back he comes. So good news for the Wildcats. It's the original unit that started together this game. Condub, Peloso, and Cipriano. Taken down. Peloso took a man down. Cipriano drops it. Peloso. Condub will retreat. Regan leaves it for his defense. And that one again deflected, and again a whistle with 2:02 to go here in the third. Looking ahead for these teams, for Vermont, they travel to Williston, Northampton in 4 days. Then they have a 3-game homestand against New Hampton, Academy St. Louis, and Albany Academy coming in here for a 3-game homestand for Vermont, and that is going to go for icing against the Wildcats. Tilton, after this one here, goes home for 3 straight against Brewster, Holderness, and New Hampton before visiting Kimball Union and Northfield Mount Herman. Tilton was 18-12-1 last year. They were the small school semifinalists in New England in 2011 and 13, and Lakes Region champs in 11 and 12, and as I mentioned earlier, they made the finals last year. They had a good run. And Vermont having its best season in some time now. Minute and a half to go. Drop pass, shot on, stick save, Regan. Glove down to the point. Shot, a pad save there. Gabe Gagnon. The shot, Regan got the pad out. Peloso checked by Gagnon. Final minute. That pass behind Ty Lee and goes for icing against the Rams. Shot again, Regan with a stick on it. Moretta picks his pocket. There's a shot wide. Weitzman with the opportunity. Moretta has Weitzman, tries to turn around. He wanted to put it on his forehand. Regan off the pad, and a whistle. 16.1 to go. So Vermont, after getting shut out in consecutive games by Berwick and Kimball Union, is going to win its second straight after beating Pingree last night 5-3 in this very short turnaround. Going to come out with a 4-1 win here this afternoon. For Tilton, it's their 4th straight loss after a 7-2-1 start, so they're struggling a little bit, and the goaltending has not helped them. They've given up 24 goals in the last 4 games. So Vermont Academy will take it. They'll improve to 11-5-3. And Tilton drops to 7-7-1. And the squad locker 3 stars of the game in this one, the number 3 star, Calvin Moyce, got a nice shorthanded goal, came back after being sick. A few points last night against Pingree. The shorthanded goal here this afternoon. The number 3 star, the number 2 star, you can't deny it. Dylan Regan just keeps stopping pucks. He's got well over 100 saves in the last 3 games. And the number 1 star, number 8, John Condub. Condub with a goal and an assist here this afternoon. Played well with different line mates, Peloso and Cipriano. Cipriano also scored here today, as did Nate Smith, to round out the scoring for the Wildcats. So that's going to do it from here. I want to thank Steph Del Bono and Justin Cowett for all their hard work today. Did a great job as usual. And for Mike Maiscalco at home, we thank him in the pregame. And I am Dean Cornelio. That's going to wrap it up from here from Vermont Academy. Once again, tonight's final, Vermont Academy over Tilton School by a final of 4-1. Good night, everybody.
We're out. Good job, everybody. Great job. Great job.
Just
clip it
take
to. We're going downstairs. You go downstairs.
I need this? I don't need this.
No, you don't need this. I'm gonna get you a microphone. I'm gonna go downstairs and get a